Inside and outside the ring. A college graduate working on her master's in kinesiology sets a very fast pace.
I think it has to do a lot with the way I live my life, every aspect of my life. I always work hard in everything, and I'm a very diligent student, very determined, and being in, the science field, it takes a lot of work, and things don't come easy for me. I've always been small, so I've always had to work really hard, and it's just my nature. And to get in, I like to be busy and get things done and be efficient. So I think the fighting style just goes with my personality.
And Jolene Blackshear will be going up against Sara Hall tonight from Chesterfield, England, who thinks that she is the stronger of the two fighters. Jolene enters the ring. In this, just her fourth professional fight. She won the title in fight number 3 of her career, and that was coming off a first-round knockout in her second fight. So Jolene Blackshear, very determined, and as you have heard, just a well-rounded young lady in and out of the ring. North American champion in kickboxing and a graduate of Sonoma State University, biology major, and currently working on her master's in kinesiology.
In her spare time.
And ready to retain her IFBA Flyweight Championship. All right, let's match up these two fighters on the tail of the tape. Blackshear at 110 pounds, 5 feet, and Sara Hall at 5'1", 109, and she has that reach advantage, and she wants to use it. She wants to get the jab going early. She thinks that Jolene Blackshear will tire and that Sara Hall will come on somewhere midway in this fight. Once again, let's take a look at the championship rules of the IFBA. Standing 8 count not in effect. 3 knockdown rule not in effect. You cannot be saved by the bell in any of the rounds, and this is scheduled for 10. For the introductions, here's Denny Valdivia.
In the ring, flyweights, 10 rounds for the IFBA Flyweight Championship of the World. Our referee in charge, Brian O'Melia. In the red corner, the challenger, wearing black trunks with white and red trim, at 109 pounds, from Chesterfield, England. Fighting out of the Panthers Boxing Club, Matlock. She's undefeated in 5 professional bouts, 1 win by knockout, Sara Hall. And in the blue corner, wearing black trunks with a tiger on him, weighing in at 110 pounds, from Rohnert Park, California, USA, fighting out of the Sonoma County Martial Arts Center. Her professional boxing record, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 win by knockout. The IFBA Flyweight Champion of the World, Jolene Blackshear.
Yeah!
Ladies, you box in 10 rounds. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch up and good luck to both of you.
Good luck.
Champion of the world, baby.
Jolene Blackshear said her interest in boxing, the seed was sown when she was 8 years old, down her first glass of raw eggs after watching the Rocky movie. And now at the age of 27, defending her world championship and going at it in a hurry. And this is what we expected from Jolene Blackshear, catching Sara Hall. Oh, in the corner, it is all Blackshear. Hall just wanted to weather the storm in the early rounds. She better get out of the corner if she aims to do that. Blackshear bombing away here in round number 1.
Wait.
Wow, a lot of pressure from her. Fast start,
to say the least.
Blackshear said, I will not shy away from a war. Sara Hall wants more room.
Blackshear said, put the pressure on from the beginning. She wants to see how her opponent responds. But she is very explosive little package. And now Sara Hall rolls away. And for Sara Hall, as we had mentioned earlier, she wants Blackshear to punch herself out in the early rounds.
But it may punch Hall out. Hall works as a cook for the Chester Hospital. She's been there for 9 years, and she's catching a lot of heat in this opening round from Blackshear.
And you know, if you can't stand the heat,
oh man,
get out of the ring.
Out of the ring?
No, whatever. Just trying to move it into the boxing vernacular. The pastry chef and has a weakness for chocolate, which makes it very difficult for her while she's in training. But checks in at 5'1", 109 pounds. Well, Sara Hall looking to weather the storm of Tornado Blackshear, Hurricane Blackshear, here in round number 1. And
Very
looks like
busy
she did.
Tired of being beaten up by a constant barrage of investments that deliver such low return?
Jolene Blackshear pretty assertive in that first round. There is the right hand that buckled the knees of Sara Hall. Out momentarily, good power. Sara Hall has weathered the storm, though. She has to have confidence in being able to take the shot from Jolene and come back. Between rounds, they told her, get it going. You're allowing for Blackshear to score too much.
Jolene, all Jolene in round number 1. Now Sara Hall,
right hand.
Talking about Blackshear earlier, he also thought that Blackshear wasn't a good defender, but right now her best defense is a good offense. And once again, the Brit is bleeding from the nose. It has not been a good day for England, losing the World Cup encounter earlier today. Lisa Houghton losing earlier to Jill Matthews, and now Sara Hall, certainly with the foot in the bucket in this fight.
A lot of nosebleeds today for England.
Now we know Jill Matthews could have kept up this pace for 10 rounds. We don't know that yet about Jolene Blackshear. And a bloody mess is Sara
May not have to. You know, another nosebleed. A little holding and hitting.
Sara Hall resorting to slapping. 20 seconds on the nose, so to speak, left in round number 2.
So hard to stop that bleeding after it starts in the nose. What fighters do is they snort iodized salt water. The iodine in there toughens the membranes of the nose to keep it from bleeding. Some of that more slapping of the right hand from Sara Hall. A little holding and tying up is Blackshear. When she does, Sara Hall tries to put her in the hall.
Better. That was better.
Well,
that was better. Come on.
The doctor's busy so far. We need an ear, nose, and throat specialist.
You're good for another round? All right, fit yourself, okay?
And giving Sara Hall another round to work with, but she knows she's going to turn it up and turn it on. It is all ladies night here on Tuesday Night Fights. One of the lovely ring card girls, a chance for us to once again give you the address if you want to join us as a lovely ring card girl. The opportunity is there. Send us a photo with your name, address, and phone number to that address. Any other pertinent information you may want to add. And a little later we will have a ring card girl tip and show you some of the entries we received last week. Some beautiful ladies looking to become ring card girls on the Tuesday Night Fights on our August 4th Tuesday Night Fights. We will select 6 finalists on July 21st, and our Tuesday Night Fight viewers will phone in their votes, and the winners will be shown on the 28th of July. More about that a little later. Right now, it's the ladies in the ring with the gloves on.
We will not be calling in sick that night, August 4th. Make sure and show up. Wow, these two battling. Good combination from Hall. She has to come back. They're telling her between rounds, you got to throw punches. Oh, good left hook, sweeping left.
You see Hall's shots, though. There's no leverage on the shots.
No, and that's been kind of the critique of the fighters from Europe. They fight such a stand-up style. They have very little power. They try to do what she has to do is lower her center of gravity and then step in.
Step in. Very flat-footed.
Oh, a good left hook from
starting to score. And so does Blackshear with a combination.
She works more on her speed, more on her defense, and good boxing ability. I would like to see her get down more and put some of her weight the leverage comes from spreading your legs. When you step forward with your front foot and land, you put power behind the punch. Shift your weight.
Sara Hall, a professional European kickboxing champion, 18-2 record, and now undefeated in the conventional style, 5-0. But could be facing her first defeat here, trying for the IFBA Flyweight Championship, which is owned by Jolene Blackshear in the all black. But Sara Hall staging somewhat of a comeback here in round 3. At least at this point, she's gone through the round without a bloody nose.
I could not have.
Well, a bit of a comeback for Sara Hall in round number 3. Bloodied in rounds 1 and 2. It was all Jolene Blackshear. And now Blackshear again with the quick start, looking to set the tempo early in the 4th round.
You know, we talked about the style of these European fighters. Also, they seem to carry their hands down a little bit too low. I'd like to see them, you know, hide behind those fists, leaving their chin open. They kind of keep their hands just down in front of their chin instead of in front of their eyeballs.
Blackshear knew she was going up against a fighter with experience. Hall, especially in kickboxing, and now Hall again getting some of those shots in, but running into that stiff right hand.
That'll turn the edge of a fight. Yeah, she's been kickfighting, Hall has, for 4 years before she got into boxing.
Oh, crisp shot by Blackshear. Blackshear knew, though, that one of the qualities of Hall coming into the fight, that she was extremely strong-willed, and that so far has been proven to be correct. Hall going through the storm of Blackshear in the first couple of rounds. Nose bleeding profusely. And here is Hall in the 4th, battling back. Oh, the turnaround by Blackshear, a little out of the kickboxing repertoire. She's kind of losing herself in the emotion of this fight. And the warning from the referee, Brian O'Melia. Let it go the first time. Moving on, Blackshear after that first right hand. Following up with several. Oh, Blackshear upstairs in the closing seconds of the 4th.
Wow.
And Hall, little left. Will she make it through this round?
You've got a house. I check.
Well, in kickboxing, you swipe with your hand, just like this. A turnaround. Jolene Blackshear. She was went into kickboxing when she was four years ago.
Get off the ropes.
And a North American champion.
She was 28 or 24.
Sara Hall's a European champion, so both certainly understand what transpired there in that last round. But doctor in the corner with Sara Hall looking in. Seemed to be somewhat reluctant in letting her go out for the 5th round, so she'll be watched very closely by the referee and the doctors at ringside.
Yeah, the doctor asked her a good question. He said, touch your right fist to your left knee, which she did, and she passed.
Yeah, but you may have a problem with that right here. That's a tough question.
Can I touch my right fist with your left chin? I could do that.
You know, Sean, I'll get into that, but I have to remind the folks about the main event that is coming up. Tracy Bird, who's trying to touch the chin of her Russian opponent, Zofia Kudasova, in the main event. Scheduled 10-rounder, and that's for the IFBA Lightweight Championship, and a good one. Tracy, one of the best women fighters around. Undefeated in her 8 professional fights, from the battling Bird family. Her brother Chris, heavyweight contender, will be at ringside here tonight watching on. And we'll see Chris in action in a couple of weeks, July 14th on the Tuesday night fights.
Always entertaining, very skillful Chris Bird.
Making his TNF return.
Not hard to hit, not like these two. These two have been brawling like this, and finding a home for that right hand is Blackshear. I think Jolene may have Hall hurt again.
And again at the end of the round.
Watch the right hand from Jolene.
Stop.
What's the matter?
10321 is changed to 10-10-321. So now when you want to save money, just dial 10-10-321.
And this one is over. Sara Hall cannot continue after that fifth round. Not only the nose, but also the jaw. And there is the Dr. Dominic Coletta in the corner, taking care of Sara Hall, who really took a beating at the hands of Jolene Blackshear. Jolene, 5 rounds, and you saw another little buzzsaw, and she never did really tire through the first 5 rounds, and it was all Blackshear in this fight as she retains her IFBA Flyweight Championship. See some of the damage done by Jolene Blackshear in this fight.
And it was Blackshear from the beginning who attacked and kept up the assault through this match. She had caught Hall several times with the overhand right.
About knocking a champion of the world.
And Hall having a little trouble with her jaw. I have to go to the hospital and have her jaw x-rayed tonight. She's they were real diligent about taking a good look at her jaw, making sure that she could bite down.
First professional loss for Sara Hall after 5 victories, but just could not stay with the power
Good protection you got those
and the propensity of punches from Jolene Blackshear, who goes to a very modest 3-1. And 2 of those victories, world title fights for Jolene Blackshear, and wins. Let's get the official announcement. And we go into the ring. Here's Danny Valdivia.
Referee Brian O'Melia stops about at the end of the 5th round. The winner by a TKO, and still IFBA Flyweight Champion of the World, Jolene Blackshear.
All right. You get it, baby.
So Jolene Blackshear comes across the country from Rohnert Park, California, born in San Diego, and retains her title here on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. 2 world championships down. The 2 Americans have defeated the English fighters, and now coming up earlier.